All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Chakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing, Shalom, to the hopeful elect. It's your brother Yagadal Aman from GMS Houston. I'm back with another lesson today. And I'm actually on site right now at one of the famous Texas battleships, man, which took part in World War One and World War Two, man, which is two parts of prophecy that was spoken of in the scriptures that have come to pass, man, along with other battles and invasions this infamous battleship had took place in, which Lord willing I'll get into in just a second, man. But I just want to go into some information about this battleship, man, and being on site. And you probably can't get a good look right now. I might just do a second video and record, try to get a little bit closer and get some footage of some of the actual guns and things that's been installed on this warship, man. All right, but just doing this lesson and show the spirit of Esau, man. All right, that his blessing is the sword, man, and all the different things that he used concerning his military to gain power over the earth, man, through wickedness, man. Okay, but that was the way the Most High set it up, so he will be able to gain power, man. Okay, so Lord willing, there'll be some edification in this video. But I want to start off with the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 5. It says, yeah, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, man. And brothers, starting with the apostles on down, have constantly brought out how many military bases are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, man, because this devil is doing what the scripture said. He neither keepeth at home, man. All right, wherever there's any possible gain for him through mineral resources, possibility to set up a puppet leader, whatever he can to continue his reign and rulership, man, this devil is going to show up, man. Okay? And matter of fact, I'll grab a precept to that. Apocrypha. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, or Sirach, chapter 12, and 17. Sirach 12 and 17, it says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. And every time this devil has shown up with his military, man, showing up with either if it's by ships, by aircraft, no matter what, all right, he's always coming, claiming as he coming in peace, or he has some objective, some positive objective of why he's invading another person's land or showing up, period, man. All right, but his whole goal is to undermine the people that he's coming across, man. And his history shows that, man. And then he labels it as if they were doing some type of righteous revolts, or they was protecting the people. All right, now the road that you take to get down here, I'll turn the camera around because, and I might go across what you see behind here. That's the San Jacinto monument, man. All right, another indicator that this is spiritually Egypt, man. All right, that's an obelisk, man. On the side over there, but the road that you take to get to Salakia, to get to the battleship and the San Jacinto monument is called Independence Parkway, man. Okay, now if you are familiar with any type of Texas history, you have down here going up in Texas, man, they push this Texas independence heavy, man, as if they were being oppressed by the Mexican government and they had to rise up. No, it was nothing but a revolt, man. All right, because they didn't want to abide by the rules of the Mexican government, man. And key things, the Mexican government was allowing them to come down here and occupy certain land, okay? All right, but they had to abide by certain rules, and they wasn't supposed to bring slaves into the land, man, okay? And then on top of that, they had to abide by many other rules under the Mexican Mexican government, so they revolted, man. But out here, they called it, oh, they won their independence, man. No, you didn't. You came down here and you waged a revolt against the Mexican government and stole this land, man. Okay? So it's back in Sirach chapter 12 and verse 17 again. It says that if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. And that's the MO of the so-called white man, all right? He doesn't keep at home, man. He's going all over the world, man, using his military power to protect the interests of the elites, man, okay? All right, so this is back in Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 5. It says, "Yeah, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlarges his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people," man. Okay, so with that scripture being brought out, man, I want to go into some of this history on the battleship that you see behind me, which is a USS Texas BB-35. All right, and this is straight off of Wikipedia. I don't know if I can get a good shot. And this is from, I'll say, about 1917, 1918, when it was first commissioned and operational. Okay, but it says U.S. Texas BB-35, the second ship of the United States Navy named in honor of the U.S. state of Texas, is a New York-class battleship. The ship was launched on 18th of May, 1920, and commissioned I'm staying corrected. It was commissioned, it was launched in May of 1912 and commissioned on March 12th, 1914, all right? And just real quick, I'm gonna get the cost of how much they spent to build this battleship, man. And you got to think this was in the early 1900s, so the value of the money was completely different back then. Okay, and right here it says the cost was $5,830,000. Okay, contract bid price including the price of armor and armament, man. So these devils, all right, now this is in the early 1900s, man. They spent close to $6 million to build one battleship, man. Okay, now how much more you think of these devils putting into the to these ships that they have now that's equipped with nuclear missiles, man, and all the advancements according to their technology, man. Okay, want to jump down and get some information on some of the battles and active events that this ship was taking place in, man. Okay. All right, it says soon after her commission, Texas, and that's the name of the battleship, they call it Texas. It says Texas saw action in Mexico waters following the Tampico incident, man. And I want to get this account with this occurrence, man, this Tampico incident or Tampico Fair, because Esau tries to label it as if they were going into Mexican waters to rescue Americans, all right, American citizens, but that wasn't the case. All right, this is the Tampico, and it's on Wikipedia as well. It says that Tampico affair began as a minor incident involving U.S. sailors and Mexican land forces loyal to Mexican dictator General Victoriano Huerta. During the Guerra de las Facianes faction wars phase of the Mexican Revolution, a misunderstanding occurred on April 9th, 1914, but developed into a breakdown of diplomatic relations between the two countries. As a result, the United States invaded the port city of Veracruz, occupying it for more than 6 months, man. Now, we know the MO of this devil, man. Okay, going right back to Sirach 12, man. If this devil showed up, all right, and said here they invaded the port, and this was all behind a misunderstanding, man. Okay, but this devil found, and I'm gonna read on, and it's gonna tell you exactly why Esau showed up and invaded Mexican waters, man, and occupied the port city of Veracruz, man. Okay. Cons right here. It says, in the midst of the Mexican Revolution, President Huerta struggled to defend his power and territory under the forces of Emiliano Zapata and the state of Morales and the rapid advance of the northern opposition constitutionalists under the leadership of Venustiano Carranza. Okay. It says by March 26, 1914, Carranza's forces were 10 miles from the prospective coastal oil town of Tampico. Key thing right there. It said it was an oil town, prosperous coastal oil town of Tampico, man. All right. Now, you know, everywhere Esau finds out there's a large amount of oil, he's going to show up, man. All right. And he's going to show up with his military, and he's going to find, and he's going to conquer that land and take it, man, by force, man. Okay. Okay. But reading on, it says there was a considerable settlement of U.S. citizens in the area due to immense investments by U.S. firms in the local oil industry. Several U.S. Navy warships commanded by Rear Admiral Henry T. Mayo were deployed off the coast for the stated purpose of protecting American citizens and property. So that's what Esau slides in his BS lies, man. All right, they had a lot of U.S. firms that they had basically they had invested in that in the local oil industry. So they claimed that they were sending. So you're gonna send U.S. Navy ships, warships, not Navy ships, Navy Slovakia, as U.S. Navy warships, man. All right, just to protect U.S. citizens and property when there was no danger, any thing going on with those investors and U.S. citizens that was in that area, man. Okay, it says the U.S. occupation of Veracruz resulted in widespread anti-American sentiment among Mexican residents, man. It shows you everybody, wherever this devil goes, he's identified for his wickedness, and nobody wants to deal with him, man, because they know he's always have some underhanded plan to reap benefits off of wherever he's invading, man. Okay, it says, and other U.S. warships were used to evacuate U.S. nationals from both the Gulf Coast and the West Coast of Mexico, taking them to refugee centers in San Diego, California, Texas City, Texas, and New Orleans. All right, it says, as a result of anti-American sentiment, Mexico maintained neutrality during World War I, refusing to support the U.S. in Europe, man. All right, so the Mexico basically gained a neutral status during World War I because they wouldn't support the U.S. and Europe due to them invading the city of Tampico, man, an oil town, man. And I guarantee you, Esau probably still has control over that area after he came over there and invaded, man. All right, this devil always claims that he has some rights over everywhere he goes, man. Okay. It says, all the while continuing to do business with Germany, with the U.S. threatening to invade in 1918 to take control of the Tampico oil fields, Mexican President Venustiano Carranza threatened to have them destroyed to prevent their falling under U.S. control, man. So that shows you how much these the rest of the world, man. All right, and these is Israelites, man, Issacharites, man. Okay, the president, he had threatened to just destroy the oil fields, so it wouldn't fall under U.S. control, man. All right, but they say this man is not a devil, man. Salakia. This wind kicking kind of hard out here. All right, so jump back to this original information. One quick second. All right, it says it's back under the on the Wikipedia for the USS Texas BB-35. It says soon after her commissioning, Texas saw action in Mexican waters following the Tampico incident, which I just went into. It says, and made numerous sorties in the North Sea during World War I, when the United States formally entered World War II in 1941. Texas escorted war convoys across the Atlantic and later sheltered Axis-held beaches for the North African campaign and Normandy landings before being transferred to the Pacific Theater later in 1940 to provide naval gunfire support in the Battle of Iowa, Jima, and Okinawa, man. All right, and I'm gonna grab just read a short amount on this. All right, this is the Battle of Iowa, Jima, which is spelled I-W-O, two separate words, J-I-M-A. All right, and it says February 19th to March 22nd, 1945. It says was a major battle in which the United States Marine Corps and Navy landed on and eventually captured. See the words that's being identified with this U.S. history, man. All right, dealing with these warships, with Esau's military, man, invasion and capture, man. Okay. All right, it says, and eventually captured the island of Jima from Imperial Japanese Army during World War II. The American invasion, designated Operation Detachment, had the goal of capturing the entire island, including 3 Japanese-controlled airfields, including the South Field and the Central Field, to provide a staging area for attacks on the Japanese main islands. This 5-week battle comprised some of the fiercest and bloodiest fighting of the Pacific War of World War II, man. Okay, so I just wanted to bring out a little bit of history on that, man. I'm gonna get back to the scriptures, man, because this battleship also was mentioned in both World War I and World War II, which is part of prophecy that has come to pass, man, and we waiting on that Third World War, which is coming soon, man. Okay, so we want to grab these 2 quick scriptures. This is Revelation chapter 9 and verse 12. It says, one woe is past, and behold, there come 2 woes more hereafter, man. So World War I had came to pass, man. Okay, and 2 woes were more to come hereafter, man. Okay, so I want to jump over to Revelation chapter 11 and verse 14. It says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly, man. Okay, so I just wanted to grab them 2 scriptures dealing with World War I and World War II, which this warship, this Navy warship, which you see behind me, which is USS Texas 35, man, was took part in both World War I and World War II. Now, this Third World War is going to be a nuclear war, man. Okay, and this ship is not operational anymore, but Esau has upgraded, and he's got ships geared with nuclear missiles, along with all the other countries, man, who's getting ready for the World War III, which the Most High is putting in the minds of men. All right, for His prophecy and His will to be fulfilled, man. Okay, so Lord willing, there's some edification out of this information and scriptures that came out, man. I just wanted to come out here on site, man, while I was in the area, and just go into a little bit of Esau's history of him using his military warships to invade and capture and wage war against people for his personal interest, man. Okay, so once again, want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Horash. Want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing, shalom to the hopefully elect.